We've got a full professional painting team here, so we are just starting with the paintings.
We spilled the paint. Good that we don't have flooring put in. So we have started painting. As you can see, everything looks more white. This is only primary, which is what you usually do after plaster. Yeah, it looks very much the same probably in the camera, but yeah, we have Fabi's parents here and we have pretty much finished all of the house with the primer in just a couple of hours. Primary was very thin, unlike some others that we have used before, so it was really easy to put on. Everything just goes on really nicely. I think we have bought 2 buckets of, I think 15 liters is that. So yeah, we had bought 2 buckets of 15 liters and we are almost finished everything with just one. We had to open another one just to finish the rest of the bedrooms. Yeah, but that is a lot less than we expected, and we were thinking that 2 will not be enough. I think it's because how thin it is. But yeah, I think it's good. It's good. We're loving it. And having 4 people doing this it makes it all really quick and easy. One is doing one thing, another one is doing another. So yeah, all can be done in one day. But now we're gonna let Fabi's parents rest and then go home, I guess, this weekend. And we'll have to finish painting with the actual paint ourselves. That's probably gonna take a bit longer. Plus it needs 2 coats. This only needs 1 coat. So yeah, we're very happy with painting finally. Everything looks clean. We have cleaned everything. So yeah, exciting. I wanted to take a quick second to talk about the paints that we chose. At the beginning, when we started looking at what kind of paints do we want, what brands or anything, we were looking online and everywhere at all these different kind of brands, what people recommend. And when we looked at the prices of all these branded paints, we were thinking at the beginning, honestly, that there's no way we can pay that much for paint, because the prices are really, really high. Especially when you compare to shops like Leroy, where you can just get something for like half of the price, it seems, and you know that it's probably going to be good enough. It was taking us a while to choose what paints, because the problem was we were thinking, okay, we will go with the Leroy paints and that's it. But then we realized that they don't have that many paint color options, and we were kind of specific about the colors, even though we're really not going for much color. And we ended up going to one of the shops locally that we have that sells paints, and we decided to try to get a quote for all the amount of paint that we need from Sin Paints, and surprisingly it ended up being actually really good price, because they gave us about 60% off of the original price. So if I have any recommendation, then it's definitely to try to go to a paint shop. Apparently they have them everywhere, even in the smallest towns, and you will probably get a good discount in one of these shops, and you know that these paints will be a lot better quality. Especially this Sin, as far as we've heard, is one of the most used paint in all Portugal. So yeah, let me just show you what we got exactly. 2 buckets of primer, which is only supposed to be for 1 layer. And we got 2 buckets of actual paint, which we have in color. The color I will show you later, because there is no indication on what color it is on the bucket. They just use the same bucket, I think, for the specific types. But it is interior paint, matte, and it is slightly like off-white color. And then for the bathroom, they suggested us we using this thin acrylic, which is for wet areas for bathrooms and kitchens, I think. And yeah, and that we got a lot less of that. We have one that is going to be white and another we have in a slightly pink color. The reason why we actually chose a paint color that is so similar to white, but is not white, is just to give the room a bit of more warmth without adding much color. I prefer warmer tones so that the whole room just feels more warm and inviting instead of just pure white. A lot of people when asked us when we said that we have chosen an off-white color for the walls and for the house, everyone is always asking, are you going to paint the ceiling white then? I don't want this to be a specific colored wall. I just want it to be warm, and for that reason we are painting the ceiling in the same color. Otherwise you would be able to notice that wall color a lot more if it is on a white background. So if the ceiling is white and on the walls is a bit off-white, then you will really see that they're not white. So that's not what we're going for. We just want a warm feeling in our house. So everything is going to be in this color. Another thing that we need to do is restore this door. As you can see, it's the original door that was in this house. And I think we're just going to paint it in some color instead of like a wood color or wood stain or something like that. Here with these glasses, the stupid thing is that to take it out, you have to really just take apart a bit of that frame, which then might ruin the door. And yeah, we don't really know how that's going to be, but it also looks really bad because of that paper that's glued on it. We could take that off, but I think it still is not really the nicest looking glass. At the same time, we are not quite sure how this door is going to be installation wise in winter, because it obviously is old. I can even see gaps. We are going to try to do something about it. But we don't really want to invest a lot of money changing in a glass and obviously have to go to someone who can do it, because I don't think we will be able to do it ourselves. So if we would be going through that route, I think it would cost us too much to just try to restore it and then end up in the winter realizing that it's just not good enough. It lets a lot of cold in. So I think at the moment we'll just sand it for now. We will paint it and we will see how it goes. Sanded all the door. Now I just have cleaned off that sticker of the glass that was there. It's all on the floor. I used the heat gun because it was impossible to take it off otherwise. There are lots of little bits and like it's all sticky, so we will need to get something to get all that glue and little bits off. But yeah, the door is at least ready to be painted. We just don't know the color yet. We have just finished the second weekend of painting and we are finally done with all the painting except the door, but all the walls, ceilings, everything in the house is painted. Fabio's parents were really kind and they helped us out so much. They came here for 2 weekends and they pretty much painted the whole thing, to be honest. Like me and Fabio, I think did the least of the painting. But yeah, that was really, really good help. We're really happy because it finally seems like it starts to be looking more habitable. Painting went very smoothly. We were really quick to paint, and we didn't even finish all the paints, which is really surprising because when we looked at only those 2 buckets of paint that we had 2 buckets of primary and 2 buckets of paint, and we were thinking, no way that's going to be enough. There's no way. And we ended up only using 1.5 of each. So really, really good. We have also cleaned everything out, all the rubbish, all the unnecessary things out of the house, and that makes it feel so much better. There's also no more dust. We have washed everything out. But yeah, that's it what we have done this week, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you want to see more of our renovation journey, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.